At 11, body camera footage out of Rochester, New York captures the tense moments leading up to officers pepper spraying a 9-year-old girl. That young girl heard repeatedly screaming for her dad as officers try to restrain her. At one point, a female officer comes over and tries to calm the girl down, but officers pepper sprayed her after she repeatedly refused to comply with instructions. Police described the girl as suicidal and said she told them she wanted to kill herself and her mom. They said it's not the first time she's been taken into custody.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
I'm going to have to why didn't the parents get this girl help? That's what I want to know. And I want to know, where was the crisis team? Had to be a crisis team because it's mentioned in this article. Okay. And just stuff like this is very disturbing. And this could have been handled a different way. But the fact that this isn't the first time they had to respond to her. What's going on in the household? And, also I like to say is the fact that Ice Cube had a plan for Black America to handle this and have for police reform and community reform. But since the Black America majority liberal crapped on him and disrespected him, we have to keep on dealing with this type of mess. Unfortunately. Rochester police pepper sprayed a 9-year-old girl. Why didn't a crisis team respond? The officers involved in the incident were suspended while an internal investigation is conducted, a spokesman for Mayor Lovely Warren said. Rochester, New York, Mayor Lovely Warren said the city's recently launched a team that provides non-law enforcement response to some emergency calls. Did not respond to an incident in which police pepper sprayed a 9-year-old girl because of the nature of the 911 call. That's not an excuse. Unfortunately, this was not an incident where PIC, person in crisis team, would have been called, Warren said Sunday. This call did not come in a form that would have alerted the PIC team. It came in a way that have alerted the response that was given, which was our police department. Deputy Police Chief Andre Anderson said Sunday that at 3:21 p.m. Friday, officers responded to a report of family trouble. He said officers were made aware that a 9-year-old girl was suicidal. She indicated that she wanted to kill herself and wanted to kill her mom. Anderson said. She said she initially tried to run away. Why is this girl trying to run away? Rochester police released body camera footage Sunday that showed that the young girl being handcuffed while she screamed repeatedly for her father and pepper sprayed by police officers. What's going on that she wanted to call for her dad? Why did she want to kill her mom? An undisclosed number of officers were suspended Monday while an internal investigation is conducted, Warren spokesman said. The incident came nearly a week after Warren announced the launch of a person in crisis team, saying it would provide a compassionate, non-law enforcement emergency response to people experiencing emotional and behavioral turmoil. Warren said the pilot program would run through June with the goal of continuing and continuously improving it. 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week team provides alternative responses to emergency calls that include mental health, substance abuse, and related issues. She said Sunday that the goal is to be able to provide a joint response when necessary to improve how we protect the community. I think the police should have been there, as well as the person in crisis team. Why didn't they show up? This incident will certainly inform those efforts, she said. However, we should not unfairly disparage or demean efforts of the team when they are truly not at fault. Yes, they are at fault. They should have been there. person wants to commit suicide, that falls under mental illness. They should have been there with the police department. Rochester formed the Person in Crisis team as part of a response to the death of Daniel Prude in police custody last year. Rochester police were widely criticized in September when it was disclosed that Prude, a black man, suffocated to death in March after officers had placed him in a spit hood. The body camera video in Prude's case was released 6 months after his death. Only after his family sued the city, the video showed Prude, who appeared to be having a mental health crisis, handcuffed and naked with spit hood over his head. Police commanders had urged city officials to hold off on publicly releasing the video because they feared a violent fallout. It came out during nationwide protests over the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis police custody, according to emails, police reports, and other documents the city released last year. The handling of Prude's death, which police had characterized as the result of a drug overdose, prompted Warren to fire the police chief in September. Warren and top police brass pledged to be more transparent at a news conference Sunday. Warren said police chief Cynthia Harriet Sullivan alerted her about the video of the 9-year-old girls being pepper sprayed Friday. Warren said that she reviewed it early Saturday and that it was released to the public Sunday, about 48 hours after the incident. Warren said the video was from the cameras of 2 officers, including the officer who pepper sprayed the girl. As we finish redacting the others, we'll make available as well, Warren said. Warren, who said the girl reminded her of her 10-year-old daughter, appeared emotional at times. I can tell you that this video as a mother is not anything that you want to see, she said. This is not something that any of us should want to justify, can justify. It's something we have to change. It's not an option. The video was redacted to blur the girl's face, and her name has not been publicly released. Police did not return requests for comment Monday. Warren said that she had spoken to the girl's mother and that she was concerned about protecting the girl's identity. Harriet Sullivan said Sunday, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that for a 9-year-old to be pepper sprayed is okay. It's not. At one point in the video, an officer says, "You're acting like a child." The girl responds, "I am a child." An officer tries to get her into the back of a police car so she can be taken to the hospital, said Anderson, the deputy chief. I wonder if they've done this to white 9-year-old girls. I wonder. And as he did that over time, the young child refused. Anderson said she thrashed around. She actually, at one point, kicked one of the officers in the chest and knocked his body-worn camera around. I want to know what's going on with that girl's mother. Why did she want to kill herself? Why did she want to kill her mother? For this type of behavior to be happening and coming from a 9-year-old girl, what's going on? What is the mother doing? Is she the one taking care of this kid by herself? Is she a single mother? Does the single mother have a boyfriend? Does she leave this 9-year-old girl with her boyfriend? Is he doing things to this 9-year-old girl that she wants to be suicidal and kill herself and kill her mom? But Anderson said it did not appear that the girl was resisting the officers, but was trying not to be restrained to go to the hospital, he said. As the officers made numerous attempts to get her in the car, one of them sprayed her with a pepper spray, Anderson said, and the effects of that didn't work, he said, which is concerning to city and police officials. That's what the concern that we have is the method that was used at the time, he said. The girl was taken to Rochester General Hospital and later released, Anderson said. Anderson said he was making no excuses and echoed Warren and Harriet Sullivan by pledging transparency and reforms. This is our effort to make sure that we're transparent and that we're responding to things relatively quickly, Anderson said, adding is looking at a cultural change. We need to make changes here. There has to be reform, cultural change with the black community as well, because you do have single mothers dating men, and those men, they don't vet these men properly, and they end up molesting the kids, and the kids end up going crazy like this, killing themselves or killing other people. Some of the changes could be announced as early as this week, Anderson and Warren said. Unfortunately, state law and union contract prevents me from taking more immediate and serious action, Warren said in a statement announcing the officer's suspension Monday. I will lead the charge that these laws be changed as part of our response to the governor's executive order of 2003. New York State Senators Samara Broke and Assembly Member Demond Meeks, both of Rochester, introduced the legislation Monday afternoon to prohibit police from using chemical agents on minors. The harrowing experience endured by a 9-year-old girl in our community, including being handcuffed and pepper sprayed, should never happen to another child. Well, I'm going to be honest. When it comes to a child acting like that, she needs to be restrained with handcuffs. Okay, pepper spray was extreme. Brooks said in a statement, this legislation will ensure that when a child is in crisis, they will never again be met with such violence in form of pepper spray or other chemical irritants. Meeks said that the incident Friday shook me and our community to the core. The same officers who are charged to serve and protect us instead brutally attacked a child from our community, Meeks said. It hurt my heart to see a child treated in this manner. She was treated as less than, and that is totally unacceptable. My anger is towards the parents. Why is this child that is in your care want to kill herself and her mother? Where's the dad? What's the relation between the mother and this child's biological father? What's going on here? That's what I'd like to know. Those are the real questions to be asked. All right, so this is all I got to say for now. If you like the content, like, share, comment, and subscribe later. Tell me what you think in the comments. All right, what do you think about this situation? What do you think should be done? Should it just be the police that need to be reformed in Rochester, or also there has to be reform in the Black community? And what's going on with these kids? You know, they have to be educated. What are the signs of abuse with these kids? Are they being physically abused? You know, what's going on with these kids that are acting this way and they want to kill their parents and they acting suicidal? Child abuse has to be something that is brought to the forefront. The Black community has for a long time hides that or ignores that. All right. If you like the content, like, share, comment, and subscribe later.